Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Myself Ananda, and today we are going to discuss how we can create an API fragment and design a API specification in AnyPoint Code Builder. But before proceed further, I would suggest if you have not seen my earlier two videos on AnyPoint Code Builder setup, then please go to those two videos first. I will give the video links in the description box and then come back and start watching this video because this is the third part on the AnyPoint Code Builder and it is continuation to the earlier videos. So if you have already seen those two videos, then let's proceed and let us explore together how to create an API fragment and design API specification on AnyPoint Code Builder. So I have logged into my AnyPoint Code Builder, and now I will try to create a API fragment first. So for that, I will click on this AnyPoint Code Builder symbol. And once I click on, I will get this navigation menu and I will click on design an API. Once I click on design an API, first thing I will do, since I want to start with the API fragment, so I want to click on this API fragment and I will give a fragment name. Let's say I give my fragment name as customer type, where I'm going to create a customer type or a customer data type specification, which I want to create as a fragment and want to utilize in my API specification as a reusable fragment component. So let me select the project location. I will click on browse and I will select this demo. Demo is my parent or home folder that I have been created, under which I am creating all the API specification and API implementation, whatever I'm creating inside AnyPoint Code Builder. So let's click OK. And then I'm going to select a API fragment type. So I'm going to create a data type fragment. So I've selected data type API fragment. So next, now click on create project. So it's creating a project for me and I have already taken this. So this is actually I have already written this data type specifications. I'm going to use the same. So let me copy this. Okay, so the project has been created here. So here what I will do, I will copy paste this, remove this part. Then this is, yeah. So I just create a very simple data type, customer data type, which has few parameters or attributes like ID, customer name, is premier and plan type. So let me make plan type as string. Okay, and that's it. So now what my next step is that I am going to sync up this particular API fragment with my AnyPoint platform design center. So for that, I have to go to this source control. So once I come into the source control, I will click on this state change or this plus button. So once I click on this plus button, it will move the code to stage. So if I click here, it will show me all the changes. So basically, initially there was nothing. I mean, it's created a RAML 1.0 data type. This is the full file, how it got created at first place. And then I made a change. I have updated this green color is whatever lines or whatever attributes I have added. So this is the file change I have done. So now I am satisfied with the change. So what I will do, I will commit this change to my repository. So for that, what I will do, I will give a commit statement. So let's say customer type creation. So this is the first time I'm creating and first time I'm committing this change to design set. So let's click on commit. So once commit is done, so I have to sync the changes. I can do push from here, or I can directly click here. So let me click here. So that means this change is going to upload it on my design center. So now I am at my AnyPoint platform, and I have to go to design center, and here is my customer type got created. So the API fragment now uploaded or synced up with my design center. Just wait. Yeah. So the same thing is now visible here. So next thing what I will do, I have to upload this customer type or this API fragment to Exchange. So one option, obviously, I can publish it to Exchange from here, but we'll do it this time. I'm going to do it from AnyPoint Code Builder. So what I will do from my keyboard, I will press Shift, Control, and P. Once I do that, I will get an option MuleSoft publish API specification to Exchange. If you cannot see that option at first place, just type MuleSoft and you can see all the plugins available, all the MuleSoft plugins available. So I am just clicking this one. Yeah, so now it is asking me that what should be the project name on Exchange. I'm using the default value, so I just press enter. So it will ask me the artifact ID. Again, I'm pressing enter. Basically, I'm taking all the default value. But if you want to change, you can change the value and then press enter. Okay, enter means you are accepting these values. Okay, now V1, I entered, and now it is showing that it is publishing API specification to Exchange. So let's wait for some time and see whether it got published or not. So it's still going on. Okay. So once this is done, then we'll see how to create an API specification. Yeah, now this is successfully published to Exchange. So let us go to Exchange here and see whether we can see a customer type on Exchange. Yes, so this is got published. So the API spec fragment got published on my Exchange. So I hope you understand how we can publish an API fragment from AnyPoint Code Builder to Exchange and how we can sync up this API fragment with my design center. Okay, so one important thing is that you have to, before you do all these things, when you trying to sync up this API fragment with your AnyPoint platform, be it design center or be it Exchange, you have to log into that particular AnyPoint platform. So currently I am logged in, and how I'm understanding that I am logged in by checking that I can see my user ID over here where I'm hovering my mouse. So if you are not logged in first place, what you need to do, you need to open the command palette. So either you can press Shift Control P, or you can click on View and go to command palette, and here you can see there is an option called MuleSoft. Under MuleSoft plugins, you can see an option log into AnyPoint platform. If you click on login, now I'm not going to log out because I'm already logged in. So if I click on that option, it is asking me whether I want to log out. So I don't want to log out, so I'm pressing no. But when you start click on that option, it will allow you to log into your AnyPoint platform. You have to give your AnyPoint platform credential at first place. And after that, once you get logged in, you can see that your user ID is appear over here. And then from AnyPoint Code Builder, you can sync up your API specification or API fragments with your AnyPoint Exchange or AnyPoint design center. So let's now move on to API specification. So let me open a API specification file. I'm not going to create a API specification from scratch because anyways, the main objective of this video is to how to create an API specification from AnyPoint Code Builder, not giving all the details on API specification. So I'm going to use a API specification I have already created, and I will show you how to I mean, how we can create that API specification on AnyPoint Code Builder. So let me open a folder, already created folder. So this is my demo customer API, which I already created. So click on OK, and it will open that API specification. Give me some time, it's coming up. Let me try again. I don't know why it's not opened up. Just one moment. Open the folder and then take the demo customer API. Yeah, so it's now opening. Okay, so this is the API I have already created. It's a very simple API. I just want to, just use for the demo purpose. Now, instead of using this customer type from Exchange, instead of using this API fragment, I'm going to use the customer type fragment which we just created. So, what I will do, let me remove it. Because rest of the thing, this is a simple API specification anyways, and we all know how to create a RAML. So I'm not going into all the nitty-gritties. But what I will do, I will first uh, create this I will just going to first take that API specification or that API fragment what we have created, that I'm going to use as my mm, as the type, which is customer type, I'm going to define. So let me do it. So first, let me refresh this. Once I refresh, I should see that exchange module. Refresh it, and now I should see that demo custom type. Right. Yeah. So this is what I have created, but this is what I'm not going to use. I'm going to use the other one. So okay. So to include that API fragment which I just created from Exchange, I will first click, or from my keyboard, I am clicking Shift, Control, and P together, which will open the command palette. And now I am going to take this option, MuleSoft Add Fragment Dependency from Exchange. So I just click on this. Now I have to provide the name. So I'm just giving customer and pressing enter, and it will show me all the assets which has a name as customer. So I'm just selecting this customer type frag which I just created. So let me click on this. Yes, and now I just refresh. It's again exchange module. So I got this customer type. Okay, so I have to include this customer type here. So what I will do, I will write include, and then what I will do, I will just press Control and space bar, and it will show me what should be the next thing I need to write. So that guidance will come once we press Control and space bar from my keyboard. So I take example, then sorry, my bad, not example. So I will take exchange module, then I will take this module number, then again I will press Control and space bar, and then I will take customer type. Again I will Control space bar to allow me. So everything it is giving me. I'm not doing anything. Okay. So now I include this. Okay. So I want to test, and then I have defined a customer method customer as a resource. Then there is a get method. I defined a query parameter just to show that, I mean, nothing different than what we do in design center. Everything is same. Only thing is that whenever you want to, suppose I have written responses and then I don't know what I need to do next. So I will press Control and spacebar uh, on my keyboard, and you can see all the available options are here. So I can select anything. Suppose, I mean, since I select already 200, 200 is not coming anymore. I can say 100, and then I can press again Control space. The next thing I need to define a body, again Control space, maybe application/XML, again Control space. It will show me what I need to do next, what options I have next. So these hints automatically come with Control and spacebar together. You have to press Control and spacebar on your keyboard and you will get all these options. So let me remove these things. Let me okay. So now I want to test this RAML, that whether this RAML or API specification is working fine or not. So for that, I have to open the API console. So you can open the APIs console and start creating your APIs. So automatically, the API documentation will get updated as per whatever RAML specification you are defining. Now to test, you have to, it's like I can click on this get method. I can see everything is coming as per expectation. I can do try it. If I try it, then I can click send and I can get the response. So I am getting the response as per my expectation. So the RAML is working fine. So now what I will do, again, I will go to the source control. So I have to send this to design center. Means I have to sync up this change with design center, or maybe first time you need to add the specification API, whatever RAM API specification you have created, you need to first sync it up with design center, so that any point of time you can change this RAML from AnyPoint Code Builder, as well as you can change or manage your RAML from your design center, which is actually the standard. So, so same thing, the way we have done in API fragment, same thing we need to follow over here. So what I will do, I can move all the changes on stage in one go. So let's move it to stage, and you can see the changes, whatever changes uh, we have done. So this red line means this is the line I have removed, and this green line means this is the line I have added here. So I have changed the the data type or the API fragment I have created. So earlier I was using some different data type fragment from Exchange module, and now I am using a different type from Exchange module. So that's why the change it is distinctly showing, and the space has been introduced, so that is also it is showing. So anyways, I'm satisfied with the change, so I am going to now release this change to my to designer. So for that I have to give a meaningful commit point, so I can mention that change customer data type fragment. This is my commit comment, and now I will click commit. Same thing what I showed earlier also. Once it is done, I have to sync the change. Let me sync it up. Yes, the commit is done and sync up is also done. Let us go to design center. Okay, so demo customer API is here. Click on here. Let me also publish it on Exchange, since it is already in design center. I can publish it in Exchange in same way. So let me go to the Explorer. Let me open this demo customer API RAML, and I will again click Shift Control P, and it will open the command palette. and I will select this publish API to Exchange. So same demo customer API, enter the artifact ID I'm accepting as demo customer API, and automatically it changed the version to 1.0.1 because already I published the same asset on Exchange earlier. So now I'm publishing it with a new version, and this is version 1. Let's see, it's publishing the API specification to Exchange with a new version. It will take some time. So it's still going on. Okay, I think something went wrong. Let me see. The example, this one is having some issue. Okay, let me try it out once again. Let me put it as something different. Say I have to again publish commit it. So let me stage the changes and commit it. Just put a commit. Just putting some comment and let commit it. Let me see the changes. But I think you have understand that how to publish it in an Exchange. So it's got committed, and now I'm going to again press Shift Control P, and then I am going to uh, publish API specification to Exchange. Okay. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me change the asset name so that I can create a new asset. So let me do demo customer underscore new app, something like this. Also, I'm going to change the name as new 1.0.1. Let's Otherwise, I could delete the earlier version and then I need to upload it in Exchange. It's still creating a problem. But as I show you, I mean, how we have, uploaded the fragment, the same way we need to upload it or publish the specification to Exchange. Nothing different. So if it works, otherwise, I think yes, it works now. Now it's asking me that whether I want to implement the specification what I already published to Exchange. That means whether I start doing the actual development. So at this moment, I don't want to do it. I will do it later. So I click on no. And now if I go to Exchange, and see this new demo customer new API also got published. So that's it for today. If you like my video, please share, like, and subscribe my channel, because if you subscribe, it will always give a motivation to me to come up with new videos. And I will very soon come up with another video on AnyPoint Code Builder on how to implement the API in the, as a next step once the specification is done. But till then, thanks for staying with me and see you soon. Goodbye.